Hello, Leo. Thank you for tuning into your love read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Thelema Tarot by Renata Lechner. For the supportive oracle cards, the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. Alright. Relationship first, single second. Let's see what we got. Leo. Yeah. Whew. What is going on, Leo? Alright. I'm not going to sugarcoat it too much. This feels rough. This feels rough. I'm just going to be flat out honest. I'm seeing a lot of rough cards here. Alright, so these two coming together, and I'm noticing you got out of your 5 of your 6 cards are major arcana, which is telling me this is just kind of taking a life of its own. The situation feels like it's already in process. It's just kind of like there's nothing you can do at this part except go through it. Is kind of what I'm feeling. And your partner has 2 major arcana in the King of Cups going on there. Hey, is this cup going to someone else? No, is it to you? It's to you. It is to you. Okay. Because they're starting with the King of Cups. They have a lot of love for you, so I don't doubt that at all. But you have a lot of rough cards here. And you got the Hanged Man with the Tower card right in the beginning. Things are falling apart. They're just crashing right down around you. And the Hanged Man is telling me you literally can't do anything to stop it. The challenge card is the Hanged Man. But I'm feeling that's the point. They're just saying the more you try to fight this tower from falling, the worse it seems to get. So there's nothing you can do to stop the tower from falling is what I'm getting. If this is hitting with you, I'm getting you're probably trying to stop the tower from falling. You're trying to stop everything from crumbling down around you. But no matter what you do, just there's nothing that seems to stop it. And I'm getting the advice is just to let it fall and just wait for it to settle so that you can pick it up afterwards. Now, your partner, while they have a lot of love, definitely have a lot of love for you, they're looking at this also like this is kind of like the other shoe. Like they were expecting this part to come. They saw this coming, it seems as how that is. The king can actually be, on occasion, he can be quite intuitive, I have to be honest. Water cards, anyway, I feel like water cards, they tend to connect with intuitiveness in some way. But I'm getting, especially when he's connecting with the High Priestess, like, he kind of saw this coming around. He didn't see, I'm saying he because it's the king, but don't get caught up in the gender. Your partner, whoever they may be, he, she, they, whatever's going on, they saw it coming. They also knew there was nothing they could do to stop it. So they're just, I feel like they're actually stepping back and waiting for the dust to settle. But they're feeling like that's the best course of action. The thing is, while it's falling down around you, one of the reasons you're trying to fix it is because you don't know what's going to happen. You got the moon card for where you're standing. You're just like, this is all falling down around me. I don't know what's going to happen after. What does this mean? I don't want this to happen. You're trying to fight against it. It's not working. I don't feel like it's going to work. But the moon card is telling me you're really like, I have no idea. Like, wait for it to fall so I can pick things back up. Pick what back up? Like, I don't even know what's going to be left when this is done. Like, am I going to have rocks that I'm going to be able to pick back up and rebuild this tower? Or is it just going to be completely obliterated and I have to get new supplies? Like, I don't even know. Am I even going to be able to rebuild this tower in its original position? Am I going to have to move it? Like, you're like, I have no idea. I have no idea what's going to happen. And I feel like it's very frustrating, very upsetting. And I got to be honest, it seems like after the tower falls and it's flattened, like, it's done. It's done. I'm getting afterwards, that moon energy seems to, like, it's like it caused its own frenzy. And after it's all obliterated, I'm getting that's where you hit the devil card and you have the creativity. Because I feel like there's too much buzzing around you. Like I feel like you're kind of like the devil card is telling me you're very angry. This time he comes through his anger. It's different at different times of how he comes. I feel like you're ticked, pissed right off, honestly. And the creativity is not helping. I feel like you have a lot of ideas, but I feel like you're very angry because like I have a lot of ideas about what I want to do, but I'm not going to just build this stupid tower just so it falls over again. And I feel like you're really ticked off. I feel like this is almost like a slightly stagnant moment. Because the devil card, until that devil card passes, I don't feel you moving forward. I feel you more like, I don't want to end up in the same predicament. And you're very, like, you might be a little pessimistic and angry. Kind of like, I don't want to do it again just to have it fall over again. Like, I'm not into constantly building structures that just keep falling over. Why bother? That's kind of the devil card. Like, you kind of want to give up. I don't think you're going to, but you kind of want to. And I'm getting your partner just seems to be kind of watching this. I feel like they're listening to you. I'm getting that Five of Pentacles. Is this Pentacles or Cups? Pentacles. Like, they're listening and they're trying to see what you need. They're trying to get direction from you and what you need. They want to help you, because I feel like that's why their hands are out. They tell me what you need, and tell me what you need. Like, hand me that list of what you need, and I will help you get it. And you're just kind of in the mood, like, what list? I'm not gonna just start this again just to end up in the same spot. Like, you're just like you're having a moment. It's an honest moment. You're very upset. We all have them. I mean, the card showed up there. I can't sugarcoat it. It's just what you're going through at the moment. It's just what you're going through. And they want to help you, but there's nothing they can do. And I feel like that's the Five of Pentacles. They want to help. They want to do something. They want you to give them direction and what you need so they can help you. And all they can do is listen. And they just feel like they just feel kind of helpless to make the situation better for you. And I also feel like what's going on with them at this time is the Four of Cups. Like, they realize there's a lot you can still do, but that fourth cup, like, you're not ready. And they just have to wait. They're not enjoying the moment where you're feeling very down, but they're feeling like there's nothing they can do about this. They have to wait. And the Four of Cups is telling me, like, until that fourth cup is in place and you're ready to move forward, there's nothing they can do. And they really want to move forward. There's still a lot of good here, but until that fourth cup is in place, until you want to, there's nothing they can do. On your side, spiritually, you got the Justice card. The Justice is going to come when you actually talk this out with your partner. And I'm getting... I just got to read these how they're coming, because I'm just like, this feels a little like this might be a little bit uncomfortable. You got the Ten of Swords with the authenticity. And I know we all go through this. This energy feels very uncomfortable, let's put it that way. You have to go through this situation from beginning to end with your partner. And the Ten of Swords is telling me you have to go through everything, and you have to scrutinize your own, you have to self-audit. Because I'm getting, you're going to see where this went wrong. There's bad decisions, and there's some things that were done too quickly. And I feel like you moved forward on a couple things before you had the clear picture of what was going on. And what I'm getting here is this seems like this is that Ten of Swords, that's not a joke. Like, that's devastation, that's very unhappy. This isn't what makes things better. You talking with your partner, it's showing that devastation and what went wrong, and just kind of saying this is what happened, and coming forward with just really what you can own, what you can truly own of the situation. This is not the easiest read, I have to tell you. This is really rough for Leo, and I'm sorry that it's coming through that way, but if it's connecting, and your general reads, they won't hit for everybody, but if it's connecting for you, I feel like this is helping you see, like I'm getting for somebody, this is a big pattern. Like this happens repeatedly. You constantly have the tower falling over in your life in different areas. And I feel like going through this with your partner, they're helping you really see, like I feel like going forward before you know before you know enough, and going forward too quickly at the same time. And they're helping you do this, and I feel like you're very upset about it, but you're coming forward very honestly, and it's feeling it's a very defeated feeling. And the Ten of Swords, I mean, I like to give a positive spin to my readings. This is rough. I feel like the positive spin here is the growth you have from it. Because I do feel like you're going to get through it. Like, don't get me wrong. I mean, clearly. But I feel like this is your chance to step forward and, like, make a level progression. Because I'm getting your partner has the Three of Swords here with the knowledge. The Three of Swords is like, they're kind of sad because I feel like this is really something they can only talk out with you. You still have to make your own decisions. And the knowledge here is kind of like, they're seeing like you're coming through with what you did, but they're also seeing you for who you are. You're a dynamic energy that moves forward. And they want to help you, and they want to help you do things better, but they're also realizing like they can only do so much. This situation is in your control. Whatever this is, and they're feeling they can try to present you with as much information as possible, but they're also realizing like they've known you long enough to realize that you go forward quickly, and it's almost like an impulsive situation. Again, this is not going to hit for everybody because I know somebody's going to get really ticked off with this. I can already feel it. I can already feel that like somebody's going to get so mad at me for this. I can just read the cards as they're coming across, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm cringing at this because I'm feeling so much energy here. I'm feeling somebody's really angry. They don't want to see what's actually happening, and the partner here is having a hard time because they're trying to bring forth more about how things can go differently, and I feel like it's not being well received. And they have the knowledge here to try to gently put it in there as they can. They're trying to help, and they see what's not working, and they see what needs to go differently, but they're very well aware of your personality, and they love you, and they don't know how to actually help. But they also have the High Priestess here for where they stand with you. Your energy is very dynamic and very alluring to them. They want success for you, but they're seeing how, and for somebody, I know this is hitting for somebody where the tower is falling over and over and over and over again. And I feel like that's the one that's probably going to be really ticked off at me. If you're really getting angry at this reading and it's hitting, but you don't like how it's coming across, I feel like this is almost like I'm connecting with your partner's energy in the sense of like you have such a gift for getting things going, for doing, for being active. And they're realizing that cannot be stunted. It will not be stunted. But they don't know what to do. They're trying to balance it out. They want to help you. But I'm getting what needs to happen here is there needs to be some type of diversion tactic in your own mind. What does that mean? You need to, because I'm feeling like you're definitely a person that seems to do more than one thing at a time. And that can be good, but the way it's going is not working. Like if you can like plan or go like the major things, like do a little at a time and like hold back and let yourself think about things or talk it out with people and move forward quicker on smaller things. That way if they mess up, it's not a big deal. That would work out. Like I feel like things have to be redistributed. Like you have to find a pattern to where, for example, if it's house buying, if you're buying a house, you want to buy a house, something like that. You go forward slowly with your partner and like you start thinking about what area, what type of house. But while you let that slowly marinate, you distract yourself by like, maybe getting some things done around the house, maybe going out and have some fun with friends. Like you have to distract yourself so you can let that marinate type thing. I'm connecting with somebody has this tower falling over and over and over and over again, and they're very frustrated by it. And I feel like that's one of the people who, like, you're going to get really ticked off if you're watching this reading, and you're just kind of like, I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. I'm getting diversionary tactics. Like, you have to, like, find a way to, like, start listing out what your priorities are. List them from most important to least important. And when anything that's in the top 5, you need to just move very slowly and, like, distract yourself with the lower ones that aren't as important, so that you can do a little bit and pull back, so that your partner can help you talk it out and think it out, so you don't move forward too quickly. The thing is, it's very addictive, I feel. The ones that are higher on the list that you really want, you get very inspired and you want to move forward really quickly, and it's not an easy task to pull back from, because you don't want to wait. You just want to get it done. You want to get to that end result. But I'm getting that's your tower over and over and over and over. Distraction, that's the best I can see right now. Because your partner, whoever this is, wants to help you. Loves your energy. I really feel like that's one of the things that really attracts them to you. But I'm almost feeling like if you have that luxury to hand over certain decisions, like, for example, if you're going the house buying route for whatever reason, you make sure that this is something that they have to approve before anything goes forward, and that you go forward a little bit with them. You distract yourself, go a different direction. They research and get things together, bring forth more pieces. But the thing is for you not to jump forward and just kind of push forward because you want it done. It's hard. It's not easy. Your energy, if this is connecting, the person this is connecting with that tower over and over and over, energy is extremely strong, extremely dynamic, a very great gift. The thing is, and I've noticed this with a few people, I don't have it the same way, I definitely don't. But when this energy is so strong and it pushes through so hard, it's hard to deny it. And it's hard to, when it goes your way, it's awesome. Best thing. When it goes against you, it's obliterating things. And I feel like it's like 6 to 1, half a dozen to the other. It's just like, it's either wonderful and the greatest thing, or it's horrible and it's hell. Because it's so dynamic, it's so strong, it just blasts straight through. If everything's conducive, everything, it's like the world is in your hand. If it's not, it's like living through hell. Because I don't feel like there's a halfway on this, to tell you the truth. So I feel like where this is going, and I don't know if I talked about this either, but your partner, their challenge card is the Temperance with the Psychic Protection. I feel like they have to be careful not to be too conducive with what you want, which seems hard. I feel like what they got to do is they got to almost like they got to ground Superman, which has nothing to do with gender, but I feel like they got to kind of like, they feel like you're so dynamic that they just kind of go along with what you want and they just kind of wait it out. They need to stop that. They need to stand up forward. They need to realize that, yes, you get upset sometimes, but it's not that bad, that they can deal with it. And they need to be more of a roadblock for you is what I'm getting. And I'm getting, like, their challenge card is to, like, not be overly patient with the situation and to actually get in your way a little bit more. Because if they get in your way a little bit more, that helps you and them. And the psychic protection is, like, realizing that you're not going to actually hurt them. You might get upset and say some things, but it's not a big deal. They need to be more of a roadblock in your life. I don't know how that sounds, but I feel like if they would just step forward and not be so conducive with letting you do what you want to do and be more of a roadblock, life gets better for both of you. That dynamic energy is still going to go forward, but I feel like they need to be more of a roadblock, and you need to encourage them to be a roadblock for you. I feel like that also helps. Somebody this is hitting for that just you go fast, a lot of dynamic. I'm getting a very, very strong push forward. For others of you this is hitting for and not where you're not having that tower over and over again, I feel like the basis of this reading is if it's hitting with you just enough, but not like you're not the multiple tower situation, the point is you need to encourage your partner to be a roadblock. If they don't like something or they feel like something's wrong, you need to encourage them to like stand up and tell you. Because things go better for both of you if they stand up and say, I don't want to do this, I don't agree with this. And you give them, you have to build their confidence like, you know what, I'm not gonna kick you out of the car and run away. Like, tell me if you're unhappy. I might have a bad reaction. That's me. I'm sorry. But you will survive it and we'll be okay. You need to say something. We need to do this. If you're not on board and you feel something is wrong, you need to stand up to me. I don't think of myself as a bully and I don't want to be bullying you. So just stand up and tell me. Stand up and tell me that you don't agree. And just if I get upset, like, help them, tell them you're going to work on it or whatever, if they're worried or if they're intimidated by you or they don't want to, like, some people just, they get in that love mode and they just don't want to rock the boat, they just rather go along with things. I feel like you might have to encourage your partner to, like, to stand up and say what they feel, say what they think, and feel like you might have to reiterate, like, we ended up in this position, and yes, I made the decisions, but if you felt something was wrong, as my partner, you have to say something, you have to, like, tell me. And if I don't listen to you, that is definitely on me. But at the very least, like, this is a partnership where I need you to tell me that I'm wrong, or I need you to tell me that at the very least you don't agree, and we can do something with that. So if you're not the tower card over and over and over and over again, either way, I feel like you have to encourage your partner to, like, stand up to you and say they don't agree, because I feel like that might be an issue. Because I'm not feeling like you're trying to be intimidating, but you're very dynamic, you're very strong is what I'm getting. Either way, I'm feeling you're strong, and you might not understand why they're intimidated by you, but you might very well see that they're not telling you what they're thinking. They're not letting you know that they disagree. And you need to encourage them to do that. You may have to build their confidence a bit. Alright. Leo, I think we're going to go into the single reading now. I hope that hit well. One of the things as a reader is, like, whatever comes out, I just have to give it. I just don't see the point in me doing a reading for somebody if I'm just going to give you sunshine and roses. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry if that was rough, but I mean, it won't hit for everybody. Maybe you're one of the people it didn't hit for. Let's do Leo single. Empowering information for Leo single. I've noticed a lot of times when I do these readings, the energy is just interpreted different ways in different situations. I'm just wondering what we're going to come up with here. I'm wondering what we're coming up with here. Leo single. What do we got for Leo single? What do we have for Leo single? All right. You got the Seven of Pentacles here. I feel like this is a little better, but we got a little... it's not as intense as the first half of this reading for the relationship. It's not as intense. Definitely not. I feel like the Seven of Pentacles is like the waiting and waiting and waiting. I feel like that's less than ideal for you. And you're questioning, where is this going to go? Should I even be holding on? But you get the harmony here. Alright, so you got the Seven of Pentacles at the bottom, waiting and waiting and waiting. It's not time yet to move forward. You're still single. But you got the harmony. Somebody here around you, you get along with very well. The same person is the King of Cups, but you might feel like you don't match with this person. You might be a little worried about this, because I'm getting the past is the Ten of Wands. And you're thinking this person can be quite stressful for you, or vice versa. Could be vice versa, I'll be fair. One way or another, you're seeing like there could be very, very significant roadblocks here. And you're just kind of like, I don't know if that's something I should be getting involved in. But the other side, whoever this person is, the King of Cups, that's a lot of love. It's a lot of determined effort. Where you're standing is the Ace of Pentacles. And I'm getting there's reasons for the way you feel here. You have something very solid to stand on. one way or another, you have reference to their history and your history and how you think this is going to come together. And you're feeling like this could be very... you feel like this could be a very bad situation. And you're getting the Three of Swords with the let go. You're thinking this could end up in heartbreak. And you're thinking it might be better for you just to let go. The question is, will you? Because I'm getting here in the center, you get the Two of Pentacles with the Ten of Cups. You seem to be trying to work it out, trying to really see, like, it's like you're trying to test the situation. Is the way you're seeing it really what's happening? You're trying to, like, kind of put yourself in situations with this person, not too much, but I'm getting their social situations, it feels like to me. You're talking things out with people, and I feel like you're getting the help you need to find out like what this really would entail. In the social situations where you're really trying to like really balance this out, would this really be the train wreck I think it would be? And by train wreck, like leading to heartbreak. So you're going through this, you got the High Priestess. I feel like you're getting other people's opinions, to be honest with you. I really do. What do you think about them? What do you think about me? Do you think this would work? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm saying blah, 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 because I feel like you already know where this is going. People can tell you what they want. You can ask for their opinion as much as you want. I'm still feeling you already know where you are. And I feel like you're just trying to back up your own, like you're trying to validate your own position to make sure you're not making a mistake. Because ultimately, I do feel where you're standing is the Three of Wands, or the Two of Wands. You're looking out here like maybe you're really thinking that you should let go. You're seeing possibilities, and you're kind of like, it looks like this could be good. This person is feeling for you, and you could feel for them too. That is definitely in your realm of possibility, but you're like, I don't think this is a good idea. Like, I feel like it keeps coming back. I don't think this is a good idea. I don't think this is a good idea. And you want other people just to validate that for you so you feel more confident about moving on from this. You just don't want to move on from this and then regret it later on down the road. And I'm getting like you're giving this some time. You're keeping it at a very low level. You're distracting yourself. You're not getting too involved with this person, but you're still giving them some attention. You're keeping them on the side. Like over on the side, and I'm getting the best possible position with Temperance. You're just kind of waiting it out, I feel. And I'm getting you're not making a big issue about it. You still get along with this person, but I'm getting like you're not really coming forward and saying this isn't going to happen, but you're just kind of like letting it wean out on its own. I just feel like you're just not really seeing them that often, and when you are seeing them, it seems it's more social, and you're just paying less and less attention to this person. You got the Page of Swords with the Isis inspiration. You're just kind of pulling back and watching how they're reacting, and I feel like it's just kind of like it's like reading between the lines. It's like it's clear that you're not going to go forward with this, and I'm getting Isis inspiration. It's like it's bringing this to like an easy ending, in the sense of like the romance isn't going to happen. The Page plus the Isis inspiration is like you're taking kind of like a back seat to the situation. You don't see a need to really come forward and tell this person, I don't think this is going to work out. It doesn't seem like that's appropriate, but you're pulling back and you're pulling back, and it's like the proof is in the pudding. Like you're not that interested. You're just, without flat out saying it, it's obvious. And I feel like you might have people around you that might be telling this person, you know what, so-and-so, the Leo isn't into you. I feel like this is just kind of going to the side. Even though this person is the King of Cups and they're pretty determined, the way you're reacting is not mean, but it's clear that you're not going towards them. And I feel like in some cases your friends or their friends are saying, you know what? The Leo's not coming your way. Like, leave the Leo alone. It's just not going to happen like that. And I feel like this is resolving that way. And I feel like this is a peaceful resolution overall. I don't see like a major piece of stress here. You have definitely the concerns of the Three of Swords with the let go. The concerns, those are in your thoughts, but I don't feel like you're heartbroken about anything. You're just worried that if this happens or this situation went forward, it could lead to heartbreak, which is resulting in how you're handling it. And I feel like it's working out the way it should. I feel like that's fine. Because I feel like you're wondering, you might be questioning if you should be stepping in and telling this person flat out, I don't want to do this. You might be questioning that, and that might be the whole point of this reading. I'm getting that's not necessary, just weaning away slowly, just paying less and less attention to this person, moves on its own. It doesn't need to be an issue. Good? Good. Alright, I think that's Leo Single. I'm going to wrap that up there. Thank you for watching. I hope that helps. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.